Having friends in the way that we used to do it in the past, we can't do that anymore in senior retention. I'm going to keep it very honest with you. There's no more having friends in the way you used to do it when you were in high school and college, people coming in and out of your life. There's no more of that on senior retention. Most relationships, they're built based off of proximity, right? These are people who you either go to work with or you're in school with, or you're just, you're around, right? They're in your circle. That's how most people meet people. Even when it comes to like romance and dating, most people meet their significant others through proximity, right? They're in the same social circle, a friend of a friend, all this, right? This is how most humans right now operate. So it's easy, right? People come in and out of their life without them really doing any work. But the people coming in and out of their life, they're not really people who they choose. These are just people who present themselves and they say yes or no, right? Instead of selecting who it is that they want in their lives. On senior retention, you're going to notice that a lot of friends that you have disappear. A lot of people who you grew up with in high school, college, disappear. The only people who are going to stick around are those who are on a similar frequency as you. Everyone else is going to disappear. And you have to be okay with that. You have to embrace that. These people are no longer on your frequency, so the universe is going to take care of them, right? They can no longer be around you. Because when you're trying to level up, right? You're trying to retain, trying to take this practice serious, having the wrong people a text message away from you, right? They're in your circle, they're in your orbit. Having the wrong people there, it's gonna be very easy for you to just to go back to old ways, right? To start picking up bad habits that you've been working so hard to get rid of because you've got people still doing those things in your orbit. Me personally, I don't have friends, I have brothers. I have people who I see like, that's my brother. So yeah, we started off as friends, but now we're at a point where like, I may not see these two individuals for months, weeks, months, doesn't matter how long. When we get back together, it's like nothing ever, you know what I mean? We're men, we're on our own time, everyone's building, everyone's got their own ambitions. So when it's time, if I have a question, bro, should I do this? Like logically speaking, I can hit them up at any time and we get to the bottom of it. They give me good advice and I move on. But these are my brothers. We're all helping each other out. We're all on a similar frequency. No one's watching porn. None of my brothers watch porn. You know what I mean? In the beginning, when you are really trying to, put your foot down and really stay planted, on senior retention, right? Be sturdy within this practice. You can't have people like that. You can't have just randoms around you still doing low vibrational shit. Now, one question that I get a lot, and I understand where it comes from. When I get a question a couple times, I know it's something that the collective is thinking about. I know it's not really just happening where, 4 people are asking the same question within a 2-week period. It's not random, right? This is happening for a reason. So I've been asked, hey, Ross, do you feel like you were ever missing out? Nah, I don't feel like I'm ever missing out. I mean, what are you missing out on? So let's break down social life right now. Social life, alcohol, girls, surface level conversation, hangovers, rinse and repeat. If we're talking about something cool like hiking or camping or something wholesome, okay, maybe then we can talk about me missing out. But that's not what's going on in society. Most people, when they talk about having fun, it requires a drink, it requires a blunt, it requires some weed, right? Some smoking. Whatever it is that you have to do that makes you, that loosens you up, that's what society considers, having fun. And if you really think about it, how many people do you think meet other people like completely sober, like their friends or the people who they're dating and the people who they're romantically involved with? How many of these unions happen sober? I'm telling you, the majority of them, they're fucked up. So you're meeting them, nightlife at a bar, under the influence. A girl comes over, hey, do you want a drink? Let's loosen up. It's repetitive, right? It's the same shit. So when people ask me, oh, what am I missing out on? Guys, I started drinking in high school. We were playing beer pong, smoking, all that shit in high school. Then when it's time to go to college, I'm like, all right, we're doing the same thing. It's the same thing, except you can do it on a bigger scale, right? So more freedom. So once I realized that, it was pretty easy to just know who to cut off, who not to be around. Going back to relationships being built off proximity, the second you stop doing certain things, you're going to notice, certain people just fizzle out, right? So now that I'm not drinking, I'm not smoking, and I want to do regular things sober, look who's sticking around, right? Who's interested? So when you really pay attention to what socializing has become today, and what all your friends are doing, this is one of the biggest things holding you guys back, especially those of you guys who are young, early 20s. Your friends are going to make semen retention really, really hard. Your friends. Again, why are you guys friends? You guys aren't really friends by choice. If you really think about it, you guys were put in one building, one environment, and you were forced to really meet each other, right? And mingle. That's how it happens. So when you start really going the distance on this journey, you're going to eliminate a lot of friends, cut them off. I know it sounds savage, but that's what it is. Cut them off. You're going to eliminate a lot of friends. You're going to end up eliminating a lot of friends, or some people, a lot of them, they're just going to disappear by themselves. And once you do that, you're going to be leaving room for the universe to bring in the right people into your life. So people who you can actually call brothers, right? They're going to be on a similar type of time, similar frequency. A big part of this journey is being detached from the things in your life. So if you have a family, obviously, wife, kids, I'm not saying be detached from them, but I'm talking about people who don't really matter, people who you know what I'm talking about. They're not really a part of your life. Just as easy as they came, they can also easily disappear, right? People like that. You can't be attached to people in your orbit who really aren't going to help you, they're not leveling you up. The main thing you want to take away is cut people off who don't really need to be around you, especially if you're at the beginning of your journey. Because if deep down enough, you go past a couple of years, this will happen automatically, trust me. But for those of you guys sorting right now, cut them off. You know what I mean? Cut them off and make this journey easier. I get a lot of questions and a lot of, so the friends want to do this, bro, that these guys, you know what type of time these guys are on. So, it's like you're asking me if you should put your foot into a trap. Like, if you want, how strong are you? You know what I mean? But especially in the beginning, you're probably not gonna be that strong. So just eliminate that. You know what I mean? Prevent it before it even becomes an issue.